Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready, blue 80, 125. Hey, South.
Ito Smith, his first carry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches. They run with the former Pitt Panther, Quadriolison, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ready, blue 80. I'm trying to collect. 54, South.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check. Greystone, travel. Check 13. 58.
To throw again. Ryan twisting away. He completes it to Jones. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Ryan. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper think of? And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Deidrin Sanat with a sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Dobbs, he's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Trump. 45, Mike, 45. Y'all not ready.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Don't be scared of it. Switch. Bang, 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 bang.
Here's Dobbs to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game, are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Jones. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now Olsen. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Tuesday.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Operating from the gun, Ryan dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. Here we go now with Smith. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Mike 42. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's get up.
Now here's Olsen. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal.
Rabbit. Check three. Hatch it. Go!
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Slam. 22 jet bomber. Tight go. Check. Mike 42. Oh, you got D? Mike 42. General West. Check. Hey, South. Whip.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
SOS.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And got his man, complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Watch the twist.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dobbs. It's caught. This is White. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Dobbs. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, D.
On 4th down, Dobbs. And an alley to run. He's got the first down here inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. 50 seconds.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to take, and Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On first down, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stop. Stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Man up, D. Man up, D. No. Off. 11. Alert 3. Alert flat. 6-6. Pull it high. Switch.
To throw again. Ryan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Now Ito Smith, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On first down, Downs to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check pass. Check pass. Mike's 5-4. Hey, check. Man, go.
Operating from the gun. Ryan. Open man is Higgins. 12 yards there and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Ryan now 9 of 17 through the air.
Hey, 59, ready. Get that ball. Hey.
Play action. It's Ryan. That's complete to Smith. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah,
it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Check. Hey, 59, ready.
On second down now. It's Smith, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check. Shit. 51, down. Got it. 54's Mike. Check. Hey, Alpha. 54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, let's go.
Throwing again. Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the carry, it's Olsen. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Complete to Jones. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go play action with Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Will Tye, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
61, matchbox lights.
From the gun, Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Kill.
On 1st down, Dobbs. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Dobbs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Check, crunch. Check 31. Way slow. Try ball. On the ball. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. I'm coming. Echo. Rush in.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dobbs going deep for Diggs. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, What have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Let's go. Mike, check. 59. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
On third down, Dobbs. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You got that right there. Watch twins.
On play action, it's Dobbs. And Diggs has it. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Complete to Stephon Diggs. It's a gain of 17.
Dobbs now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Dobbs looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
45, Mike, 45. Let's go, D. Let's go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hurry.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Again, it's Smith. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Watch the pass.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's got Hooper on the short connection. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
X3, 218, chopper.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan, he's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. 27 yards on the game there. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's a first down throw that's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
20.
Here's Ryan to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 11.
39.
That's good for Falcons.
Wait.
First down.
Wait.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. A first down carry for Smith. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Let him go.
Here's Olison, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Quadri Olison, his first touchdown on the year, and the Falcons have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
You can't block me.
Here's a toss coming right. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, tight. 45, Mike, 45. Let's get the ball.
To throw again. Dobbs looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Throwing here, Dobbs. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now Dobbs. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Rip right. Check 9. Check 9. Check 99.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Who that? Who that? Hassan. Mike 54. Mike 54. Alert 3. Alert 3. Wahoo. Mike 54. Please. 54.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Well, hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Tuesday.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Hey, South. Watch the twist. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. Pick it up.
Ryan to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
brings up 2nd and 7.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check.
Staying on the ground with Olsen. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
Check 43.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Ready. Wait. Let's go. You got to step it up. Mike 55. Hey.
Here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Check. Hey, Delta. 21. Mike 55. Hey, eat. I got him. Let's go.
Now Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Here we go.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Check. Watch 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Yeah, we can sprint. Check nickel. Hey, one set. Hey, check Mike 54. Mike 54. Switch on them.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Check.
They'll look to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
So we got man.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he just clocked it, but the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance, but it's just not meant to be.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Atlanta, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town.